Well, hello everyone. I hope everyone is well, and I wish I could say enjoying this weather, but unfortunately, no. Looks like Old Man Winter's back to his old tricks again and giving us a beautiful last taste of winter. But I guess there's nothing we can do, is there? Or maybe we could change where we live. That's a beautiful comment there. I think it's related to our topic, yes. That's because this topic says some people believe change is good, and we should continue to change aspects or parts of ourselves. While others think this is not good. Discuss both views and which do you favor. So as I said, change. Maybe it's good, maybe it's not. Little bit difficult. I guess this kind of relates a little bit to our topic about history. I know we can't change history, right? But maybe we can change the future. Or we have some way or some control over the future, as our society does right now. Maybe whatever we do right now is going to affect the future. Okay? That's kind of what this topic is dealing with. Is changing maybe our job, the city where we live, our friends, even our houses. Is this good or is it not good? Okay? We need to think about it more. Now, I had asked for some opinions about this, but nobody gave me any opinions. I'm not sure why, but anyways, I hope you've had a chance to think about it. Now, thanks to Ella, she had mentioned one important part of this essay, and that is that it's an argument essay. Correct, Ella, thank you. So if we look here at our guide, this is page 85 of our guide. You can see there, page 85. Sorry, I can't put it on the screen. Maybe a little bit smaller here. Yes, there we go. Our guide. Page 85 of our guide. Argument essay, yes. So for this essay, we're going to have to develop, well, of course, always an intro. Then one paragraph to talk about the first point, which is that change is good. Another paragraph to talk about change is not good. And then if we look at page 86, it tells us one paragraph to discuss what we think about those two views. And then to conclude. Okay? Again, that's on page 86. That's the structure that we need to follow. We need structure. It's very important. So, also remember this is from our book, page 41 of our textbook, okay? All right, so then let's begin writing. Our first sentence again should introduce the topic. Okay, we want to bring it into light. So, in our early 21st century, whether or not transitioning aspects of ourselves could be rewarding is often debated. So I see here it says transitioning. Again, that's like changing. Transition means changing. Okay, could be rewarding. Rewarding. Is it good or not good? Does it give you some benefit or not benefit? So the question is it rewarding? Okay, that's a good one. Our next sentence should give us a general opinion about this. Let's see what we have here. Okay. Second. We should be here, professional lives. Oops. So a common opinion is that people should aim to create some form of stability in their personal, financial, and professional lives. So remember, we're just giving one view here. This one says create some stability. Aim to, try to create some form of stability, so remain stable. If you're stable, it means that you're not changing anything. You're just being stable, okay? So I see there that that's true. I guess we should try in our personal, financial, I guess all parts it should be. So that's one side. Yes, when we have the argument essay and we're writing the intro, in the intro we should try and make a sentence about both sides. So here I made a sentence about why it could be good. Now my next sentence says, while from another perspective, some psychological experts posit that not living our lives so statically could lead to more self-gratification. So here it says, so we don't live our lives so statically. Statically means like not changing anything. Something is static, it's not moving, it's not going anywhere. So not living our lives statically means so not changing anything, remaining the same. And so what this says, not living our lives. So if we don't live our lives statically, means if we change, this could lead to more self-gratification, so feeling better, okay? And also this says another perspective, some psychological experts. We're saying psychological experts. We could just say some experts, but we added here psychological because I think it's psychologists who speak more about this topic. So rather than just put some experts, if we put some psychological experts, well, of course, it's stronger, right? So there you see, that's the other view. This view says we should change. So here we said a common opinion is that no, don't change. But some psychological experts say maybe it's good for us, more self-gratification. Okay? So now we get to the main opinion or thesis of this essay. And it says, even though both views may be reasonable, from my point of view, individuals should strive to harmonize all aspects of their lives. However, this does not mean they should be tied down to any particular facet of themselves. So remember that the last sentence of the intro or the opinion or thesis statement should give your general view or your general opinion about this topic. Just say what you feel about this topic. In most cases, when you have the argument essay, you should say something neutral. Something like should strive to harmonize. Strive to means try to. Harmonize means make a balance or something stable. Harmonize is trying to make it stable. Make everything come together as one is harmonize. So it says here, individuals should try to harmonize everything about their lives. So this makes it sound like we should find one good form. So that's like maybe not change. Okay? But then we say, however, this means the other side. This harmonizing doesn't mean that they should be tied down. It means that they should they, it does not mean that they should be only in one place. Tied down to something means stuck there. They're tied to it. So you see, this sentence here, this opinion sentence is neutral because it gives some ideas why maybe change is good, but it also gives some idea why change is not good. In this case, why change is not good and why change is good. Or it could be good. Okay? So there you go. We finished the introduction. Now remember, we're following our guide. According to our guide, the next is the first side. It doesn't matter which side. And we need to create 3 sentences right here. Okay? All right. So we're going to begin with, it is commonly thought that. So just introduce the first side is what we want to do here. All right. Okay. Let's see what it says. 1 second. Okay. So, to begin with, it is commonly thought that not changing parts of your life could yield or give the most life satisfaction, because otherwise people may be stuck in a constant search for their ideal life, which could be stressful. So, introducing the first side, which is, according to this, not changing is better. So change is not good. That's what it's saying here. Remember, it doesn't have to be, it can be either side. It can be change is good or change is not good. Here it says not changing could yield the most life satisfaction. So change is not good. Why? It says here because people may be stuck, can't move. They're in one place. They're stuck searching for their ideal life. And this could be stressful. So not changing here is good. Okay? So in this paragraph, we're talking about why change is not good. So what other reasons? We need to give more than just one. Remember that when we're talking about both sides, we just need to give reasons. We don't need to explain them fully. This is always easier. So here's another reasons. That's why we say here, it is additionally believed that mastering one set of skills could provide more employment opportunities. So what it's trying to say here is that if we focus on one set of skills or just one part, it's talking about employment, not changing, just focusing on one, could provide more employment opportunities. That's what it's saying here. Being settled in one area might provide more comfort. So just being settled in one place, so staying in one place, not changing, might provide more comfort, give you more comfort. And a stable life could lead to more financial reward. So that's what people say, that if you're stable, you can save more, you don't have, well, you could save, I guess, and be better financially. That's what it's suggested here. So you see, we gave 3 more reasons here. We said it is additionally believed that. This means people think this. I don't agree with it, or I may not, but this is what people think. If you look at the paragraph, it says it is commonly thought that. Other people, not me. It is additionally believed that. These phrases are suggesting that this is what people think. I'm not agreeing on it yet, but that's what they think. So, we gave 3 ideas. We're not really explaining them. We're just providing them as ideas, okay? That's because these are not our ideas. We're saying people think this. There's a way why we do this, or why this is a good way to write your essay in the argument. Let's conclude. It says, therefore, we could agree that individuals should not be altering or changing facets, parts of their lives, but rather focusing on maintaining stable ones. So what it's saying here is, okay, we should not be changing ourselves, but maintaining, keeping stable, something stable, not changing. Okay? That's what this was, this side. This side was that change is not good. This paragraph. Notice that it's only 3 sentences. 1, 2, 3. Well, 3 longer, stronger, and more academic sentences. Academic sentences are usually defined by how long they are, rather, or the idea. But we definitely can't write a one-line sentence, okay? So you see here it says it is additionally believed that this, then we have a comma, this, and this. But really, we only need 3 sentences. Okay, now we're going to go according to our guide. The second side. On the contrary, it is further argued, hence, okay. We're going to talk about why change is good in this side, not why it's bad, okay? So let's start off. Okay, on the contrary, other experts contend that people should not be pinned down to any part of themselves. Not pinned down. This means like stuck or tied or connected to any part of themselves. They should not be. So that means that they should not be stuck. So they should change. That's what it's suggesting here. Since this could ultimately lead to personal discontent. Okay. So it says people should not be tied to something, or they should change. Because if they're tied to something, it could lead to personal discontent. So that's saying that change is better because you could be happier. That's what it's suggesting here. Let's see what else it says. Okay. So it is further argued that individuals may attain more personal growth by having more experiences. Okay, so more experiences means more change, and you could attain or get more personal growth. And they might encounter or find their ideal situation by searching for it more frequently. Okay. So we could find something better, I guess, if we search for it more. I see what it's saying. So it's saying here we could discover better parts of ourselves if we change, if we search for it more, if we experience more. That's what it said in these lines, okay? Now we want to close this paragraph. So, hence, it can be understood why some consider change as an essential part of personal growth and development. Okay, I see. So it's saying that change is essential, or some think this. Okay? So again, this first paragraph here was about change is not good. That was one side. This paragraph here was change is good. Giving reasons why. We want to give ideas as to why people believe that, okay? Now, the third part of our argument essay says your side on page 86. Your side. means we need to say what we think. What do we agree with? Change is good or change is not good? And as I've told you before, it's always more academic to consider why both are good. You could say one side. That's okay. And you could only agree with change is good or change is not good. But I find that to be a little limiting. I think if we agree with one side of why change is good and another why change may not be good, this is stronger, okay? Now we have to be careful here to not repeat ourselves. Something that we do. All we have to do is we just need to change the ideas that we already mentioned. We need to make them stronger, use different vocabulary, okay? So our first sentence, the opening sentence, is just connecting. It says, having considered both sides of this debate, it seems much more convincing that both pose plausible arguments. So we're saying we considered this side, and then we considered this side, and now we think both pose plausible arguments. That's good. So, why one side? Let's see what it says here. On the one hand, okay, it is undeniable that people should yearn to create some form of stability in their personal and professional lives, such as getting married, really, and obtaining the perfect job. Okay, yeah, I can see that here. I guess we could say that, yes, getting married is something stable, right? You've decided to spend your whole life with one person. I think that's good. I don't know. And then it says here, obtaining the perfect job, or getting the perfect job, obtaining. I guess so. Finding the best job, I guess that's good. You can see here how we've given some examples of stability. We didn't give examples up here. Okay? We just kind of gave ideas. Here we said getting married and obtaining the perfect job. Those are examples of stability, okay? Or trying to be stable. So now we should say, okay, we agree with that. And what does this mean? Even though we agree, it's kind of still here. I find that it's similar to something we set up here. So we need to explain a little bit more what this could mean for us, okay? What does it mean if we... yearn means try to, or search for, wish to. Okay? So what does it mean if we find that stability? We didn't really explain. So it means, it says here, as a result, they could reach more self-actualization and exist in a more tranquil way, both physically and mentally. So self-actualization means feeling good about the things that you've done. To actualize something means to reach it. So kind of like reaching goals in your life or reaching some steps in your life. I guess getting married could be one of those things. Okay? And then, so you could reach more. And then it also says we could exist or live in a more tranquil, which means peaceful way, both physically, so everything about our health and related to our material life, and mentally, so we know that psychologically. Okay, so again, we agree with that side. We agree with it, that being stable is good. Okay, and we explained a little more of what we mean there. Okay, so now we're going to say something about the other side. Okay, so it says here, on the other hand, however, we should not ignore that often individuals may fall into situations which might not be the most appropriate ones, but they fail to get out of, such as jobs which pay the bills. Oh boy. Yes, that's true. That happens quite frequently, actually. So it says the situations they fall into. So it means kind of like they get into it or they choose them and they're not the appropriate ones, but then they can't get out. Like, for example, jobs which pay the bills. So it just means that they're not happy, or they may not be happy. Usually if people are stuck somewhere, they may not be happy. So what does that mean? It's not very clear what it means. So we need to explain a little bit more what that means. And it says, on account of this, individuals should not sit back and let life roll by them. Oh, okay. So it means we shouldn't just sit and be stuck in a situation we don't like, but rather strive to adjust their situation until they may discover a more ideal one. Okay. So it says, let's not just sit back and let life roll by. We should strive to adjust or try to adjust, to change our situation. Interesting. We want to change that situation because, well, we're stuck. So that's what it's saying here. It's saying that we should change. We should try to change whenever we feel stuck. Okay? Guess that's easier said than done, but okay, there's just an example. Okay, so now we get to the closing of this paragraph. What does it say? It says, consequently, it is without a doubt that although a stable life could lead to more personal gratification, okay, it could also create pitfalls which need to be overcome. Pitfalls, I like that word. Pitfall is like a trap. It means you're stuck there, so you fall into it. That's what it's set up here. So it says, although, but, right? A stable life, it could be more rewarding. That's what it's set up here. Self-actualization, more self-actualization. But down here it said it could create a situation where we are stuck or we fall into a negative situation. So that's a pitfall. It's a negative situation. And then we need to overcome it. Okay? So you can see here how this paragraph agreed with something about why change is not good, and one reason why change is good, because we need to find a better situation. Interesting. Wow. Okay, well, according to our guide, we need to get to our conclusion. So just 2 sentences here. One that relates back to the topic and one that emphasizes your opinion. Okay. So I guess this topic was about change or trying to discover ourselves, or, well, mainly about change. Let's see what we have here. To conclude, from the moment of birth, individuals are set on a quest to discover what could lead toward their own personal destiny. Wow. Let's not bring destiny into this. What is our destiny? I guess, okay, so this relates to the topic in a way, because it says a quest. We're searching. We're trying to discover or trying to find our best way of life, I guess. So I guess this question was asking to find the best way of life, or a good life. Is it good to change or not change? Okay, I can see it here. So we're on a quest to discover our personal destiny. Very interesting. I see. It says from the moment we're born. Okay. So what? Let's see. Our final point to make about this topic. Above all, though, I would like to emphasize that we should not turn a blind eye to opportunities that may arise even when we are living a stable life. But rather take them and seize the moment and reach for our true potential. I'm going to change this to reach. Our full potential. I think that's the expression. Wow, okay. So it says, if we're trying to find our destiny, then we should not turn a blind eye. Good expression. Wow, very poetic. Turn a blind eye means ignore. So we could say we should not ignore opportunities that may arise, may come. But there's a difference between 6, 7, 8. Wow, if you can use expressions like turn a blind eye, that's good. And remember, if you want to use expressions, you should use them in the conclusion. It's more, well, you can use them throughout, just when it fits. So I know clearly that turn a blind eye means ignore. So instead of putting ignore there, let's put turn a blind eye, because it definitely makes your essay sound much more eloquent. It does. But I feel like we should use it more in the conclusion. I did use several other words up there, but like let life roll by them. It's not really an expression. Let life roll by means let it go by. But turn a blind eye is definitely an expression, okay? So it says we should not ignore the opportunities that may come even when we are living a stable life. So this means even if we are stable, if we're in one situation where we're not changing, we should not turn a blind eye to opportunities. Means if an opportunity comes by, like a new job, for example, should you take it or not take it? It says here you should take it. You should take it and seize the moment. I mean, take the opportunity. That's kind of another expression there. Seize the moment. Seize it means take it. So you should take it and seize the moment. Why? To reach your full potential. Very interesting. Sometimes this is good for me to write and listen to and speak about. It really is. And that's again another reason why I like IELTS and enjoy writing about this, because some of these topics are very personal. Well, this is a personal essay. Let's not forget about the IELTS Task 2 essay. It's a personal essay. It's just give your opinion about some topic. But I feel like it's what I'm trying to say here is that I feel sometimes with these topics so connected to, it's almost like real life. So, because it is telling us here, take whatever opportunities come. Don't ignore them. Seize the moment, because in that way we can reach our full potential. Very interesting. I guess the same, we started off by talking about should we change where we live? I was just telling, well, I know I'm not going to talk anymore about it, but I think that you will never know whether you should change where you live or not unless you've really been to many other places, right? Unless you experience that. I know for a fact that I lived in many other places before, like South Korea and Spain and New York. So for that reason, and Vancouver, yeah. So for that reason, I feel that maybe I need to change where I live, but I'm not sure about when. Anyways, everyone, very interesting topic. You will notice here, as I see, that it's 523 words. That's long. If you count all of the structure words, that's minus 100 maybe. So structure words I don't consider words. Even right here, it could be see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It is like almost 100 just for structure. Let's remember there's no limit on how many words you write. And again, I'm just giving you an example here. Typically, I would say that, well, actually, no, it's less than 500 words because that includes this up here. So it's about 500, I would say. But typically, a 7 essay should write about 350 to 400, I would say. 250 is just too short. I would say 250 to 300 is level 6. 350 to 400 is about 7. Yeah. 7.5. And then 450 to 500 is about a level 8, 9. Okay, this was a tough topic too, and I was just trying to give you some more ideas. There's always places you could shorten, for sure. I would say you can even shorten this whole side here. You don't have to say on the other hand. All that right there. You could just explain it a little bit more. You could. And you can still get 8, 9. Just depends how strong you write. You can write 250 words and get 9. Do you have those 250 words? I don't think I even do. I think I might, I don't know, 250 words. I can't do it. I can't. For me here, I wrote the basic. Okay, some stronger expression here and there. But I don't feel like I wrote nothing really strong, and it's 500 words. So I feel like it's basic. And again, can I write this in 40 minutes? Of course, I can write it in 15, 20 minutes. So, again, the word count is not the important thing. I'll emphasize that over there, okay? It's not the important thing. Again, 250 words, you can get 9. You can get 9 with that. 500 words, you can get 5 with 500 words. If you write 500 words no one can read and no one can understand, and spelling mistakes and grammar errors and everything, you can get 5. What's important is the structure. Also, it doesn't necessarily have to be exactly this structure. There are other ways, okay? I'm just teaching you one way. This is an argument essay. Introduce the topic. Talk about the one side. Talk about the other side. Give your side. And then conclude. Okay? So, I hope this was beneficial to you. Please study it and read it and write it. And I will be coming back shortly with another wonderful video on our essays, okay? Talk to you later.